There's obvious ways. There would be going and watching videos and movies and writing down any words that you're not sure of. The best way to do it is you write them down on a notepad as you're going through. You would review those words afterwards, and what you would do is you make your best guess of what it means. Once you have finished watching what you want to watch, or what you have read as well, you'll go to the dictionary, or you can translate, but I would prefer you to use a dictionary, and you check what the definition is. And if you're close to what you thought, then you have learned new vocabulary. What the best thing to do after that is start using it more than you did before. Once you get into the habit of using that vocabulary, then you have it in your vocabulary bank. Not confident in speaking, that means you're not speaking enough. What you need to improve is creating more of a habit and a routine in speaking English. If you treat it like a hobby, the more you practice, the more you do, the better you get at it. It's exactly the same with English. If you are shy, you should never be afraid of making mistakes. That's another thing. Too many people are afraid of making mistakes. No one really cares, and no one will criticize if you make mistakes, so just go with it. If you're making consistent mistakes, as long as you are communicating and people understand generally what you're talking about, then you're doing okay. So your confidence should improve through that. The benefits of English Camp is purely just to be comfortable with using English for a day, listening to a native speaker as well as an Indonesian speaker, and just getting used to using the language that you don't use every day, and showing that it's not actually as difficult as it seems. Hopefully these guys who have had our English camps have received motivation for improving in the future when we are not with them. Hopefully also we might stay in touch with some of these guys, and we can become friends or something like that, so that's an added benefit. Teaching in Surabaya, 5 years ago now. I was an inexperienced teacher back then. I wasn't sure I was going to stay in Indonesia. It was more of a trial to see if it was to be my career or not. I ended up really enjoying it. I was teaching children mostly after school, anything up from 5 years old to adults. It was a challenge because, as we all know, children can be very difficult, but I learned a way of controlling a lesson so they could develop language, grammar, vocabulary. But then as I finished, I had to move to Jakarta. So I found English Today, and I've been with English Today for 3 years now, and I've learned more about how to teach English through English Today, because there is more of a variation on types of programs that we run, such as presentation classes and conversation classes, simply building up confidence, email writing. If you purely teach grammar, it's not good enough. So English Today has showed me that there is another side to English apart from just teaching rigid grammar.